Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Thursday morning stream. Eating my government, let's say eating a pound of beef, a pound of cheese, and a pound of butter, just like I was told to. All right, we're gonna hit save on that. Pound of beef, pound of cheese, and a pound of butter. Wait, we don't need to say any more than that. Let's hit save on that. There we go. All right, very nice. What do we got here? We got Tops, huh? Look at that Tops Pokemon. That's probably going to be for sale. Let's see. It's not going to be cheap though because I really don't want to sell it. It's the truth. Tops first movie. Tops Series 2. All right, we're getting a little more serious about the prices on these. These are price to hold them, not price to sell them prices on the Tops Pokemon. I was just doing research on it, and they are getting pretty rare in the way that you source them. It's, sourcing isn't, it's not black and white. It's not just point and click and buy the cheapest one. These are getting very hard to source now. Let's head over to, over here, the products. Mister, did you get a tag slab machine? What? A tag slab machine? What are you talking about? I want a tag slab machine. How does that work? All right, give me a second here. No? Where's my tag slab machine? I want a tag slab machine. Let's see. We want Tops, the movie. Ah, here it is. Oh, this one had not been updated anyways. This one was incorrectly priced. We're going to hit update on that. Okay, perfect. We're going to head back over here to payments. Orders. They have tag kiosk grading machines. Tag kiosk grading machine. Automatic grading pod. What are you talking about? What do you mean? They're going to offer machines I can take home and it like looks at my card. Is that what it is? I mean, that's pretty cool. I've been saying we should build something like that in our homes. Ho-ho! We got a CS Man order for 30 Terra Festival, or whatever the Japanese prismatic is called. Hell yeah, dude. Then we have an NHCC order for that beautiful smoker. Smoker sold. I'm going to have to apologize to Miss Alexandra because she was in there, but we are going to accept that sale. You got it. Mr. NHCC picking up that rare rainbow card. It's really rare. I mean, it just is. We can start the other one, I suppose, Cobra. Cobra could be cheaper. All right. Let me go ahead and close this. Let me get rid of all these stinky emails. We get a lot of unnecessary emails every day. Tons of them. It's actually kind of a bad thing. We get so many emails I cannot find. We get so many emails I cannot find your own messages to me, which I would rather see what you guys have to say or want help with. I get so many PSA and eBay and advertisement and everything in between. It's not right. Delete all that. All right, cool. Say refresh on ZELLE. Remember, ZELLE is my favorite way to receive payments. I should offer a ZELLE incentive like 3% off. All right. I hear Mr. CS Man's here in the US. Plug this in. Turn this on. Oh. So we're in vertical mode. That means I'm going to be swapping over here. Here we are. Oh my gosh, we were up all night talking in the Discord server, man. We're talking about that stuff that happened in Minnesota. We woke up this morning and they had what is it? They had a new food what do they call that? Food guidance or something? Food chart? Yeah, so they had a new food chart. The food pyramid. That's what I'm looking for. Isn't that a strange name? Food pyramid. Where we're in Egypt. They had a new food pyramid that RFK Jr. released. And it's a really funny food pyramid because first of all, it's an upside down pyramid. So I think they were kind of messing around with, it's almost kind of like a piece of propaganda that way, right? Like they're making fun of the older one, saying it was bad. Well, this new pyramid, it's upside down, and they're saying you need to eat lots of meat, lots of cheese. Did you ping Discord? Oh, thanks, Jack. Yeah, thanks, Jack Woodworth. Let me go ahead and grab this. No, I did not. I think I've gotten a bit spoiled over time by Mr. Alex, because he tended to do that. All right, let me jump over here. Ping time, baby. And here we're live for Thursday morning. All right. I know we give it time. Did you ping Discord? The new food pyramid reminds me of a South Park episode. It's upside down. The pyramid is upside down. I'm trying to remember that episode. I can't remember it. Was it a more recent one? Let's see. I think I posted it in Discord. We have it's called the news channel, where we talk a little bit about the things going on in the world. And maybe things get a little heated sometimes too. But look, it is. There's your new food pyramid right there, guys. Meat, cheese, chicken. I was surprised shrimp kind of comes lower down that list for some reason. Well, they don't like shrimp? Shrimp should be at the top. I love shrimp. Oh my gosh. Do I say something funny that my message doesn't show up? If the smoker break doesn't move, can I slab it away? Oh, I was just going to tell you something. Miss Alexandra, the smoker slab sold. So you're actually getting $40 back. That's what's really happening. Here you go. So this slab has sold quietly. And there we have it. It's going to Mr. NHCC, in fact. He said, I'm just going to buy this thing. I am so sorry. He bought you out of your spot. There we go. One of the first things of today, we sold this smoker. Oh, got to learn to hold my hands in the right spot. We do vertical mode, then we do horizontal mode. It really messes me up. So there we go. So now I hold my arms to the right side of the camera, and in the daytime, I'll have to hold them over here to the middle. I was trying to say that. What is a smoker slab? Is that one piece? Yes, sir, that's one piece. Now, we have an we have a PSA 9 version of this same card. There's also another really rare one-piece slab for sale. And I think I was going to lower the price on it because after watching a recap of One Piece to know the story, I learned he wasn't really a big part of the story at all. All right, this is NHCC's credit, which he used to buy out Smoker. Miss Alexandra, I wrote your name wrong. I wrote in Alendra. Miss Alexandra, you've got $40, and let's go find that other slab. First of all, here is the PSA 9 version of that slab. So we just sold the other one for $280. You can get the 9 for just $60. He's quite cheap as a 9. Second of all, where's that other guy? Here it is. Cobra. So Cobra was at 200, so I already lowered him. I will lower him slightly more. So what you're saying is I can eat chicken and nothing else, and I will be healthy. Well, they put grains at the bottom. I don't know. Is that accurate? Are grains really that bad? They did put vegetables pretty high up there. So I think everyone agrees vegetables are healthy. The Republicans agree. The Democrats agree. So I guess I'm going to be eating some veggies. Let me see. Can I zoom in on this? Check that out. All right, check it out. So let's see what's actually in this list. Look, so at the very bottom, they say whole grains, which is like bread and rice. That's what it looks like. So that's pretty interesting. But look, on the right side of the pyramid, you see a lot of fruit and vegetables. So they're like, eat your vegetables. On the left side, surprisingly, you've got whole milk, butter, and at the very top, cheese. What the fuck? Cheese? You need more cheese, baby. What? What? All right, guys, I'm eating a pound of cheese for lunch. I know that's not right. I know you're not supposed to eat that much cheese, man. Because I've looked at calories for a lot of food items. Cheese is one of the very densest calories you can eat. Same with butter. I mean, it's generally true. It's true for oil and for fat. And they're saying, whole fats are not bad for you. But it's like, yeah, but they're not exactly good for you if you're obese either. And a lot of people in America are overweight. They're overweight or they're just straight up obese. And so it's like, you're not supposed to eat a bunch of butter or a bunch of cheese. Heart disease is the second biggest killer of people. And, with cancer being number one. Well, no, heart disease is number one. Cancer is number two. So a lot of people die to cholesterol intake. And they're like, yeah, have all the butter you want. Butter, milk, red meat, cheese. It goes against, here's what's interesting about the pyramid. Even though a lot of us are we're going to be happy about it. We're going to be like, okay, so you're telling me I should have some steak with cheese, huh? A lot of the modern, dietary, nutritionist, weight loss, all that stuff that you hear coming from actual doctors, they're all like, you need to eat less red meat. They're like, you need to eat no cheese at all, actually. Don't eat any cheese. And they'll say stuff like, probably don't drink milk. It's pasteurized anyways. And so they're coming out here with a different story. It does feel a little bit like an advertisement for dairy. All right, let's see your comments. I posted that YouTube short as a reply to the pyramid. That's funny, man. Mister, let's get the 30 packs ripped. Yes, let's begin, shall we? Let's begin. So I just wanted to show this off to Miss Alexandra, the Alabasta guy. Here's the smoker. Maybe we host a break on Cobra, but I don't think he's very popular. I actually know for sure now that he's not that popular. 30 packs Terror Festival. Oh, yeah. So that's going to look like 3 boxes of Terror Festival. Thank you so much, Mr. CS Min. Modern day rebels are just the people of Wisconsin. Yeah. Yes, the Wisconsin diet. All right, let's get it. We're getting on the Wisconsin diet, bro. Let's get it. Where are my Terra Festivals? Are they in here? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Give me Umbreon. I gained 30 pounds after I stopped eating string cheese every day. True story. Really? We are. Ooh. All right, I'm getting on the Aovic string cheese diet. Ooh. Ooh. Anyone heard of loaded teas? What? I probably won't watch this stream for like 5 months when I go back to school, so I had to get as much stuff as possible. What? Wait, what are we saying? So, sometimes, no, it always happens to me. First the S-Min and then the smoker break. I'm not sure if I like that anymore. So, when it comes to breaks, Miss Alexandra, if a break is right at the beginning, the other person, anyone, not the other person, anyone, is allowed to just buy the break out. And we do that at the beginning of the break. It's totally allowed. You could do it. Anyone can do it. So, and we talk about that when we create the breaks. If you like the break, just buy it out. Here it is. The goal is to sell it as fast as possible. That is the goal. If the break's about halfway done, it can't be purchased anymore. The break at that point has too many people in it. But if there's one person in it, he, of course, can buy it. Now, we've been doing it like that for a very long time. And so I guess what I would say is I'm sorry, because I guess what you're kind of learning is that we've ran it that way for a while. But, yeah, he was probably a card you wanted, so I apologize for that. We are. What you should have done, actually, you should have mentioned, if you had actually asked me to put it into slab away, I'd have done it right there and then for you if you wanted it. So you decided that pretty much at the same time that he had decided to buy it. So you both came to the conclusion that you wanted to buy it outright. Thing is, he had already sent the money. So he was just ahead of you. And so I apologize for that. Let's get these open. I'm sorry, Miss Alexander. Why don't I give you a gift? Hold on. Let me pick a gift out for her. Let me think about it. How about, something that will make you feel okay. What could we do, maybe? Oh, I know. You like those Metazoos, right? Do you still like Metazoo? Let me get you a little Metazoo. So here's a little bonus packet. And then, anything else? Well, one of these. These are really cute. Okay, we'll get you a little bonus packet. No harm done. You know, the nice thing is you've still got your $40. Nothing's truly been lost. And there's so many new cards all the time. You'll probably find something you like. There you go. I'll put these in your bag for free. A little bonus pack there. Sorry about that, Alexandra. All right. So, You don't have to do that. No, it's I like to. I like to make you happy. So let's go ahead and open this. Mr. CS Man, what you got? You know, we've never had like an explicit rule stating how you can buy out. Oh, by the way, don't go anywhere, guys. We got to get this set up. Okay, so stick around for this. This is going to be cool, okay? 37 viewers, 10 likes. Smash that like button for me, if you will. I learned something new today. The jumbo card go off yet. Oh my gosh, I wanted it so bad. Yeah, that's what happened in that rocket slab too. The rocket slab had just kind of started. There was just a few people in it relative to the number of spots in the total break. And somebody just kind of came in and bought it. And it's like, well, that's good. You know, we move on to the next slab, and we don't want this. We don't want the slabs to be stuck on the table. That's ultimately what it's all about. We want them to move fast. So buyouts are possible. It is. Okay. Very good. The jumbo card's interesting, but I can't get another jumbo card, says Mr. Whipple. There we go. So we're starting to stream out with a 30-pack opening for our friend Mr. C. Esman. Holy, dude. Mr. C. S. Man. You guys forget that you can open up Terror Festival rather than Prismatic. You know, Terror Festival always had a better pull rate anyways. Prismatic came out, and it was like one of the worst pull rates ever in Pokemon history. There we go. Very nice. Very good. All right. Like clockwork, Mr. I'm on break, and you are streaming. Nice. Ta-da! Look at all that. Hey, that's a lot. Okay, we'll pull those to the side a little bit now. Very good. 1 pound of butter. 1 pound of government cheese, please. Now I'm going to have double steaks for dinner. You know, that doesn't even sound good. I'm going to have double donuts for dinner. Poke Center, perfect order drop, but the site being weird for me and not letting me pass security. What? All right. Snipping this. And snipping this. All right. Very good. Oop. What we got? So, Mr. CS Man, here's some hollows, lots of bulk. Pack number 2. We've got some hollows here, Torterra. A lot of the holographics in this set are actually reprints of the other sets. Oh, no. Here's your SAR, and it's a goofy guy. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good pull. I don't think it is. I don't think I've ever pulled that one before. That's so weird. It almost feels like it doesn't belong in the set. I've never pulled that before. Perfect order is the next English set, apparently, and I can't get this site to order. Yeah. Hope they print tons and tons and tons of that Ascended Heroes. Keep the hollows, mister. Sweet! Here's Halucha. Here's Trainer Card. Yeah, there's an awful lot of this stuff in the hobby. All right, so here's a reverse Pokeball. And it's still kind of stinky. It's like it's a guy trader. What the fuck? All right, what we got? What we got? What we got? Relicanth. Okay. Very nice. Oh, that is like the worst possible box. Oh my gosh, dude. So that's Ogerpon, and Ogerpon's what you want to avoid. That sucks. And then this is a Master Ball, but it's just Revavroom. Hopefully the other 2 boxes treat me well. Yeah, we're going to find out in a moment here. Here's a little Feebas. Oh, man, the Japanese cards look so flashy, man. The English cards are so dull compared to Japanese cards. They just aren't good. Okay. Let me put this box over here for the moment. We got a vintage Topps box in, everybody. It is not going to be cheap. $200 per pack, but we got to make sure they're good packs first. If they are bad, I'm going to lower the price. I don't think they'll be bad. Whew. All right. Lucky day picking up that beautiful Leafeon. Look at that Leafeon, man. All right. Ooh, very nice. Here's a little Flareon. So one bad box, one good box. Hopefully the third box is also good. I really like that Leafeon artwork. I feel like it's one of the best out there. What's this? Okay, that's just an EX. Billions of EXs. Trillions even. Golden Go, one of the worst Pokemon designs I've ever seen. That seems to happen a lot with the new Pokemon. You get some of the worst designs ever. Okay. Let's go. Here's Applin. Look at that apple. Ooh. So Leafeon's good. How about another Master Ball? But this time it's a good Master Ball. All right. All right. Very nice. Keep all the BS. Yes. There's so much of it. All right. You could build a mountain out of it one day. Some people just like it to be concentrated down into their actual good stuff. All right. And there we have it. This is music. This music's going by so fast. Okay, you ready? Did you finish the 3 pounds already? Not yet. 1 pound of butter. 1 pound of cheese. 1 pound of beef. Oh. Okay, you got the friends in Galar? Is it Galar? I think it's Galar, right? Here's Sleeveon. Oops. Here's Suicune. We're looking for a God Pack. We're looking for Umbreon. Umbreon's a big pull. We're looking for Sylveon. We're looking for Espeon. What do we got here? All right. Master Ball. And hey, there's that Raikou. Whoa, this Raikou has a strange effect to him. It's got a misalignment situation going on. Look, I'm going to zoom in. I don't know if you can see it through the camera or not. If I tilt it this way, you can kind of see it. See how it almost is blurry? But that's not the camera making it blurry. The card is blurry. Weird. I wonder if it would qualify for like a misalignment. It like hurts my eyes to look at it. Yeah, it's like blurry at a certain angle. Weird. I've seen misalignment labels before. Wonder if that would qualify. All right. One more thing, please. Here's Beldum. I don't think you're getting anything else from here. You are getting this guy. Ooh, Dusclops. Let's go, error card. Now, I don't know if that will qualify as an error, but you can try when you send it in. All right, here's some hollows. Torterra and Tortellini. All right, just as I thought. Nothing else going to be in here because you already pulled all your stuff. Okay. This is the Korean? No, these are Japanese packs. Yes, we have Japanese Terra Festival. All right, let's take a quick look at it. Let's take a quick look at what's going on here. Beldum. So that's a Master Ball. Here's the Raikou. Okay, that's kind of a hit, I guess. I like this Flareon. Here's Leafeon. This is a Master Ball. Ogerpon, I guess. I mean, he's there. He's definitely a Pokemon. All right, so here's some of your just, those are just some Pokeball reverses. Here's some cards. They exist, but they're not necessarily like big hits. But these two are Master Balls. There's an SAR. I think he replaces a Master Ball. I think that's what he does. And then over here, no, I'm not sure actually how it all works. Maybe every box doesn't get a Master Ball. Yeah, I think that the opening is okay. It's an okay round. That Japanese set, fairly cheap in EU markets. All right. Let me grab this. And I'm going to go ahead and grab your bag. Here it is. We'll toss this in here. Ooh. Let's see. And then I'll toss this up here. Very nice. Thank you so much, Mr. CS Man. That was really cool, man. But the cards you would be wanting to grab would probably be the Umbreon. He's the top pull. Umbreon, and then Sylveon, and then Espeon. I think those are the top three, aren't they, in the set? Top three. All right, guys, let's get moving to the next order. Let's see what's going on next. Okay. I think we do have a Miss Alexandra order, but we also have a Jason Edwards order. He goes first. Jason Edwards says, whoa, Jason Edwards has a really fun order where he orders one of a whole bunch of stuff. So, Jason, I'm going to let Miss Alexandra go first then because she's got a simpler order. So, for her, she says she'll snatch the smoker slab. Mister, you forgot to pin the website. Oh, let me pin the website real fast. All right. Where's this website? Let me pin this. And we'll go ahead and pin this. There we go. And let me see this real fast. All right, I'll jump over here. Very cool. So the website is up. Miss Alexandra, let me give you this slab. Beautiful. The other smoker is gone. Most beautiful card on this channel is my Golden Shankston so far, don't you think? It is. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, there is one more thing in my order. Yes, let me go ahead and grab that. Sorry about that. I was distracted. Can you slab away the other one-piece slab with my credit? Why, yes, you may. There we go. Very nice. Ooh. All right. Very nice. Let me go set this up. I'm jumping over here. We're going to go over here to slab away. Hey, wait, did I not post? Wait a second. Did I hit post to the live stream? Yeah, I hit it. Oh, no, it looks like Alex did come in. That's so weird. What is going on here? Alex came in and posted the Thursday morning stream. Am I going crazy? Did I not post it originally? All right, back to this. So, Miss Alexandra, I'm so distracted right now. Here is... says you have a Firo with $10 left on it. Is that already paid off? You might already paid that off. Let me see. Something tells me that one's done, and I never removed it. I do that a lot, you know, with the slab away. You like finish a slab, and I won't remove it. Okay, you must have finished it. I'm so silly. Very good. So let's just set this up for a new day. So this shall say January 25. We'll set the slab away fee to be a little cheaper for you, too, just for fun, okay? This one's going to be called Cobra. And he's normally 180. And we'll apply only a $10 slab away fee, okay? So he'll be 150 remaining. And now we can throw this away. All right. Very cool. Bloop. I have to do one more thing. I have to take that card off of eBay now. All right. This is going to be under, oops, active, Cobra. All right, and we're going to hit end listing. Very good. And then actually, I think that Smoker PSA 9 has to come down too. Yeah, it does. All right. Well, that ends those one-piece slabs pretty fast. One Piece is really popular. You know, I wish I had bought more of them, and I wish I'd graded more of them, ultimately. He's been a break before a couple times, says Whipple. Cobra has never been a break. Neither has... I don't know if Smoker's been a break. Wait, have they? If they have, it was a really long time ago. I don't remember Smoker. Maybe you remember something I don't. Yeah, it could be the case I've forgotten. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we graded them a long time ago, but you know what happened, right? So I took them and I sent them off to eBay. So they don't rotate on the table like normal slabs do. I think it's a case that they're both extremely rare and people don't even know to go looking for them. So I think that is a big problem for those cards sometimes. Cards that are so rare that people just don't know they exist. But I have a lot of cards like that. Like I have, let me show you one. Usually you have to educate people about the card that they exist. Like, hey, did you know this is a thing? There's nothing wrong with the card, though. The poker cards would probably be one example, but a lot more people know about poker cards these days, and look what they've done. They've gone way up in price. Here's a good example. The Meiji cards. People didn't know about those. Here it is. The Tora Karudas. So we're always into doing that, helping people know what's actually... Oh, look at this. We're always into helping people know what's available. I'll put that to the side, actually. There we go. All right. All right. Put this here. And, Alex, yo, I'm almost done with my slab. I can't miss her. I made a slab away payment on Cash App. What? All right, I'll take a look into that. Let's keep moving the stream along. For a minute here. All right. Ooh, there we go. Let's move these. A lot of breaks come up and come back down. It happens a lot, actually. Like, here's the SpongeBob. Here's Pikachu's got NHCC in it, Pikachu. And this trade slab, by the way, I need to put Mr. CS Man in here. I just realized we got to put 2 more spots in here for him. He did some hollows. He gave them away. So let me finish this order real fast. Okay. Oops. So this is now up to 5 and 6. So the trade slab has one more $5 spot in it. But also, we need to get a couple of these. Here it goes. So CS Man needs to go into that bounty. Okay. Great way to start the new year. Mister, thank you again for giving me the amount of time you're giving me to lay off my slab. No problem, man. No problem. Take your time, get that thing paid off, and you will have a specialty card, and we will have done a good thing helping you get it. All right. Cool, man. So we got Mr. CS Man his spots. By the way, here's Mr. Troy doing a $30 payment toward that slab. Let me take care of that for you. All right, Mr. Troy, I appreciate you hanging out with us. You know, the most important thing is you're actually here. You actually hang out. We know you're real. So it'll be right here. This goes down to $120 remaining. Hey. All right, nice. Very easy decision to make when you actually know the person exists. Sometimes somebody will have like a slab and they'll just abandon it, and we haven't seen them in like 6 months or something like that. And it's like, well, you know, they've moved on is what you realize. How many spots do I have in the Zard? Says Mr. Whipple. All right, let me take a quick look at that Zard. He is on the move. He's 17 out of 26 with 9 spots remaining. All right, let's take a quick look. Here's the Heartbreak. Can't miss the streams. They're part of my life now. Very cool, man. All right, so Whipple, Dominique, Andrew, Christopher, NHCC. There's a Whipple card. There's a Whipple card. There's a Whipple card. You got 3 spots in here, man. Very cool. You must have gotten 1 or 2 of these as a, at least one of these must have been a star spot, huh? Maybe this one. There you have it. Ooh. So mother 3 was shot by a agent instead of being a mother. She was out protesting. So you're talking about the event in Minnesota, not the event, the news story out of Minnesota where the mom got shot. Here's some of my thoughts about it. All the details are not out, actually. And so yesterday we were sort of talking about it, but like I was saying, I'm just kind of sitting and listening and still learning about, all the details of what happened because there'll be an investigation and all that. But from the immediate look of it, it really doesn't look like the cop got injured, and he definitely shot her in the face. And it's just not a good look. But it's not just that. It's like, it's just it's sort of like, a very good argument for excessive use of force or the cop wanting to shoot her. You know what I'm saying? I think it looks very bad. I think it looks bad for ICE. I think it looks bad for the Republicans. But here's the other part to it. I think that no one's going to back down from their position either. So Republicans are not going to wind ICE down because of this scenario. They're going to say, well, you're not going to stop us by putting people in our way or something like that. So it's a highly, highly, highly divided subject, I think. The Republicans are going to spin it off as, well, self-defense, you can't move when you're in a car. And the Democrats will say, this is excessive use of force, black and white is clear as day, that kind of thing. If I had kids, would I be out protesting? Probably not, Mr. Alex. You'd be at home collecting Pokemon cards like me. That's why we're doing so good. We're collecting Pokemons. Jumbo Pack Break still going? That's right, the Jumbo Pack Break. Let me show it off. There are, in fact, 2 people in here, Mr. Zach, and the other guy should be Isaac Thomas, right? Yeah, Isaac Thomas. And it's getting so fat it doesn't fit in the bag properly. We keep adding a little bit to it each day. Here it is. There's 2 spots left. Where can I put this? Move that around a little bit. Move this over here. Mega Dream's supposed to be over here. Let's add another card to it, shall we? Let's add another pack to it. Here it is. All right. Now you got Card War stuffed in there as well. It's a lot of stuff. The Jumbo Pack Break's very full. Alex, that's what you got to do. You got to be a responsible individual and then act like you don't have to take accountability for your actions. Yeah. I mean, a lady did die here, so, it's a pretty serious subject. Let me go ahead and tilt this a little bit. It's a pretty serious subject. It talks about what should cops be allowed to do. So, my perspective on it is that he definitely shot her because he knew he was going to get away with it. I don't think he actually felt like he was going to die. The way he already had his gun out when she was backing up, I didn't think he was worried about dying there. I think he was preparing to say, ooh, you broke the rules. Now I get to do this to you. I think that's what it basically was. And so, it's an interesting scenario, isn't it? You basically come down to, what do we do about it now? Should we change the rules? Should cops be allowed to use their gun if you're moving your vehicle toward them? That's what's really happening here. There must be a rule that says he gets to use his gun if you're moving toward him. We are. What should a cop be allowed to do? Very nice. That's what it's going to come down to, guys. And here's Zach. I might leave this one in the holder. Something tells me that one's only about $100. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ivan? How's it going, man? We were talking a little bit about the subject in our Discord server last night, and it's clear people are very divided on the whole subject. Like the very idea of the existence of ICE, some people just hate that idea in general. Like a group that works for the federal government whose main purpose or job is to deport people. Some people are completely against the whole idea of it. So the entire issue is so divided because it comes down to like these really basic root concepts about what a country is, what's good, what's wrong, what's right and wrong. We are. They're writing a lot of movies and stories right now where ICE would be the bad guy. It is. Ooh. Where the government that believes in deporting people is a bad guy. And so for some people, this is like their moral axioms right here. And then, oh no, the cop shot the lady too, you know, so, and it looks like excessive force. There we go. Very nice. Lots of questions and variables to what actually happened. I saw a lot of videos. I actually sat down and watched the video a lot. It really did look like that cop knew he was going to be within his legal rights to shoot at her based on the rules, but that he didn't really have to shoot at her. You know what I mean? Like, he could have just let her get away. And he was like, nah, that ain't happening. You know, ooh. I think that was going on. That's what's going on in his head. He's going, I can shoot at her now because she broke the rule. But he was not about to be ran over. So that's what makes it so controversial. If you start moving your car, even if you don't hit the police, are they allowed to start shooting you? So that's the conversation. And again, I'm not trying to take too strong of a side on it, in my opinion, for that particular issue, the exact issue between the cop and the woman. I think it's a good idea to sort of just wait and listen to more, more of the investigation. I suppose there'll probably be an investigation. All right, we're going to send this off to PSA. All right, yes, we was allowed, mister. Here we are. Ooh, Arith Gainsborough. Yeah, I know that there are cops that have their lives in danger when you're under arrest and you start to move your vehicle. That's very dangerous for cops. And so that's why it's treated as a deadly weapon. Look at that. Just kind of crazy. Kids are getting grabbed out of school to the point they close public schools. I hear you, Mr. Choji. Lots of questions and variables. Yes, lots of questions and variables. I agree. There's still things that it's really just a short video if you think about it. We don't know all the circumstances. We don't know much about her. We don't know much about why she was there. We don't know if she was just pulling out of her home. You know, like there's still things to learn about what actually happened there. So I don't have but you know, ultimately to me it looked like excessive use of force. It really did. Is he within the rules? Is he allowed to do that? Maybe. So like maybe if you're under arrest, turn your car off, don't drive. Because if you drive, you might get shot at. You know, so that's more like a keep yourself alive kind of way of thinking. But as a society, we can sit back and have a deeper philosophical discussion about the best system of rules to allow the cops to do their job. So you can say, should a cop always be allowed to shoot at a car if it's moving toward them? You know what I mean? And that's something to debate. That's what a lot of politics is, it's debate. All right, so here it is. We've got this Zach. Kind of a boring subject almost when you really get down to it. Not the driver incident, but politics. People almost shirk away from that word. There it is. Politics can be fun and exciting. It can be hot slogans. It can be viral moments in the news. Or it can be sitting down with like a city council budget plan and going over gritty details on how a taxpayer's dollar is used. You know, it can get really boring. I don't think it's for everybody. All right, we're going to do a cheap price on this card. We're going to do $40. Any new Blaziken cards or Torchic? There is a nice Torchic over here. Take a quick look at this. Hey. We're going to grab these. Gengar, Monkey Dory, Okidogi, Sinistcha, Rose. Where did that Torchic go? So this is the binder break. It's called the binder break. You get a whole bunch of raw cards in here. $40 to buy into this. Here we have Torchic. There's a nice XY Torchic Ancient Trait card. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I noticed we only have about 45 years. That's a little lower than usual. I wonder if that's my title. So you notice my title says something like eating a pound of beef, eating a pound of cheese. I wonder if it says something like these Pokemon cards. I wonder if we would have a higher view count. I never truly know if the title actually has an effect on the click-through rate on the video. What do you guys think? All right, let's put that there. So this shall say $39. Hey, Mr. What's with the schedule change? I notice your stream's super early now. Yes, sir, that's it. This is the new stream time. It's the morning stream. Welcome. You're here. You're in it. Let's see. People are pretending like police brutality doesn't exist at all. Well, I think what it is, Mr. Mike's side, is they see the amount of stuff that the federal agents go through with like people blocking their cars, kind of doing, you know, trying to impede their work. And they, you know, I think a lot of probably conservatives or Republicans, they go through this feeling like, oh my gosh, this is what I voted for. We're in the majority. Let's get this thing done. Let's get, you know, let's get the law and order back in place. And then they see all these protesters blocking it, and you go, oh well, you're in the minority. This is what the American people wanted. And then, you know, you get those nasty feelings. You get people, yeah, you remember back in, I don't know if you guys remember this, but you guys remember when the World Trade Towers went down and there was a bunch of war in the Middle East? You know, all these people who out there are saying, just bomb the whole place, just blow the place to smithereens. So you get people who have like sweeping feelings, you know. And so I think, you know, there's conservatives and Republicans out there who don't take a very nuanced approach to it. And they go, man, we just take down all these protesters and get to work or something. You know, people have those nuanced feelings. And I'm sure they occur for both sides too. But that's about it. You know, people get so tired of not being able to have anything but political gridlock and riots and fighting over these really sort of fundamental subjects when it comes to how your country is ran, that people are at a breaking point. That's why you hear people go, oh, civil war, civil war, civil war, civil war. Maybe this is basically the Civil War, you know? All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I just got a PSA vault item. Very nice. That's put away. Hey, Mr. Mark. He says, no hollows, please. Can I get 4 top loaders for the promos for 1 sword and shield, sky, sea and sky box? Sword and shield, sea and sky. I'll go grab it, okay? She just found out. That's it. I see you're live and I click it. I don't pay attention to the title. If you slow down, if you're slow today, maybe we can talk. Oh, trade for the sealed boxes. Your tops, I know Gengar is one you have that I want. I got some nice Gengars, bro. I don't even know if they're here anymore, though. I might have sent them away. I forgot we even sold these things, man. Look at this. I forgot we sold them as whole boxes, so let me double check the price on these for the future orders. Let me double check these. Give me a minute. There's 14 in here, right? We're all good. All right, cool. So congratulations. You're getting a Sea and Sky box. And there's 4 promos on it. Okay, ready? Flipping that around. You can't be executing people willy-nilly. You got sent straight to heaven for the crime of blocking the road. Ooh, wow. Whoa. All right. All right. There we go. It's, you know, the whole work of the federal agents of ICE, it's going to just be this messy affair forever, in my opinion. There's never going to be a point where it's just like, it's just a nice, smooth thing, you know? It's just always going to be messy. It's going to be this constant battle, you know? There we go. I don't think that cop's going to get in trouble. I think he's going to use some sort of moving vehicle argument / defense. All right, let me move this over here. He's got to say, like, you know, the vehicle was moving and I was in front of it. And then some court's going to be like, well, so you ready? Here goes. Imagine getting charged at by an SUV skidding while they step on the brakes. Had it been a Mexican minority, we'd be cheering. Ooh. Very nice. I don't think that that's necessarily true. I don't think conservatives like to see Mexicans get killed. Maybe there are some really racist people out there. Maybe they do. Look at this Rayquaza. Ooh. Very nice. Here's Kyogre. I wouldn't cheer. It's kind of a sad thing. Here's Kyogre. Look at that Kyogre. All right, we'll set that there. Very nice. He will be suspended. When I was a cop in the 90s, lots of rules changed. Now it's a big mess. Yeah. Well, you know, I remember the 90s, Mr. Ivan. I felt like people respected the rules. There you go. There wasn't this sort of sense that you could just go against the rules all the time. I feel like there was a lot more respect for the rules. The idea of just, okay, we'll just go in and physically block the cops from being able to arrest somebody, you know, that would have been seen as like crazy back then. Like, what are you talking about? No one's doing that. Here's Kyogre. Okay. I like these side loaders, by the way. That's my official feeling on them these days. So side loaders for Pokemon cards, I feel, are better than top loaders. Because once the card's in there, it can't fall out of the holder. And because I don't know how exactly to explain the physics, but it's actually harder for the card to fall out sideways. There's some kind of physics to it. He would be charged because the car was not in motion to be in danger, and he had plenty of time to move. Speed was not a threat. I see what you're saying. So you think that actually there's a good case against him and that he could get in trouble for excessive force. All right. Here's Rayquaza. All right. Very nice. And here's Rayquaza. I'm definitely not an expert on those things. I don't know all the rules. I can guess what they're going to try and say in court. I can guess it. It is harder to take out too, says Nick. To take out of here, let me see. So first of all, the lip of a side loader is so large that they're more flexible. And you just pull it out, just like you would pull out a top loader. So that is my opinion on that. All right. Very nice. Now they're easy to remove. Yeah, since the mouth is so wide for since the lips are so wide for these, they actually they're easier to open in a certain way. Depends on how you think about it. Yeah, what do you guys got an opinion on the side loaders? Hate them, love them, hate them. Only side loader I had was more fitted size. What's the brand you buy for them? I don't buy them. I just received them in the mail one time from a vendor, from a supplier. Here goes. All right, Mr. Mark. This is a $300 purchase from our friend, Mr. Mark. Jinx lips. What? There you are. All right. Yeah, the shooting in Minnesota is that is definitely a hot subject at the moment. It is. Here's this. Here's this. There's a lot of things going on in the world. The United States seized a supposed Russian oil tanker, but it might not be. Now there's a theory that they apparently they drew the Russian flag on the oil tanker while out in the ocean, while they were being chased down by U.S. Navy vessels. And so the theory is that maybe they thought by putting that flag on, we'd be too scared to capture them. There it goes. So it's not 100% sure whose vessel it actually was, but it was believed to be. Look at that, Charizard right away. I forgot about this Charizard. Oh, man. Ooh. Scoliosis lips. I'm so surprised people getting hurt by the police in the USA. Here where I live, it never happens. The police gets hurt before the police defends themselves. Yeah, here we are. Well, you know, that's a really interesting subject. You're living in Germany, and I feel like there's a lot more social cohesion in Germany, number one. But, you know, here's another thought. Wow, Cynthia's Ambition is a hit, man. Look at that beautiful Cynthia's Ambition. Here we are. Look at that, Mr. Mark. I think there's a lot more social cohesion. You know, your country is not quite as diverse as the United States. And as it would turn out, there's kind of like a race war playing out in the United States right now, especially with these particular kinds of cops, since their job is to deport people who aren't supposed to be here. And so there's a little bit of like a race war playing out, in my opinion. But look at his gumshoes. But what's fascinating about all this is it's kind of a bit more of a dangerous country. Everybody's got a gun, you know. I showed a picture of my local grocery store out here where you buy your groceries. And they developed a whole area for you to buy guns at your local grocery store. I posted pictures of it in our Discord server. I don't know if they're still there. I don't think they're still there. But yeah, I went to a grocery store out here in Lake the Ozarks, and it's got this whole section just for you to buy guns with. All kinds of guns, too. AR-14s, handguns, hunting rifles, everything. So you can arm yourself like you're joining your little... Oh, look at that Melanie, too. So anyways, it creates a very different environment, is my point. It creates a very different environment where if you're a cop in the United States, you have to wonder if somebody's going to get real crazy and shoot a gun at you, you know. And there's a lot of anger and aggression and resistance to the law going on. And it's just a different environment. There it is. That's why I would say, like, I wouldn't want to be a cop in the U.S. No way. It must be one of the worst. It must be one of the worst government jobs right now, other than maybe military member. Oh, has the Melanie a badly bent corner bottom right? Does she? I'll badly bend Melanie's corner. Let's see. You said bottom right? Doesn't look like it. Nope, looks like a fresh card to me. All right. But you need a license to buy a gun, right? In some states. Here it is. In some states. Not here in Missouri. I could just walk them and buy one. They'll run a background check on me, but that's about it. It is. Here's energy search. There's states where you can buy guns with no gun training, and you don't have to do any kind of special registration or anything. They'll just do a background check on you, and that's it. All right, here's what? Yeah. You can just buy a gun like you're buying Fruit Loops. There we go. Here's Semi-Seer. Look at that Semi-Seer. I went to a friend's house and we shot an AR-14 in, it was actually her backyard. We shot an AR-14 in her backyard for fun. She had AR-14s. She had like pump rifles. She had hand pistols. She lives out in the middle of nowhere, and we were just visiting her, and she just had all these guns, and you just shoot them and have fun shooting guns, I guess. It is. That's why she lives where she lives, so she can do that. Here's Graveler. Walk in, walk out like nothing. AR-15, sorry, my bad. Northern states, you need a permit to purchase one, but in the South, it's a 7-day wait for mostly everyone with no felony. Okay, you can drink beer with 16 if you want, but that's it. What? I can have beer? I don't like beer. Here we go, Stammerat. Not very German of me. We are. All right, there we go. I got the German genes, Miss Alexandra, but I don't drink the German beer. What's wrong with me? All right. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, if you go walking in the nearest mall near me, there'll be guys who just have guns on their hips and guns on their like side of their chest in the mall. And that'll be Springfield Mall in Missouri. I promise you, if you went walking in the mall with me, there'd just be guys walking around with guns, casual guys shopping with guns on them. And that's not all of America, but it gives you an example of how gun-friendly America tends to be. Cynthia's ambition. Some states are a lot tougher on their gun laws, though. Here we are. You don't need a permit to concealed carry here either. Yeah, exactly. Some states are more like that. And then some states are really tough about those rules. Okay, there we have it. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark. Set that there. So your stuff is up here. Let's go drive around and find some ICE cars and tell them thank you. Now, are you saying that sarcastically, or are you saying that like in a threatening way? I don't know what you mean by that. Let me tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm not going to get involved in all that stuff. You know, that's my secret recipe. My secret recipe is that I just stay home and everyone else can deal with that stuff. But I'm over here enjoying life. not involving myself. You know, if you don't like what they do, there's a democratic process. You can just wait for the next time to vote. There we go. I think people hurt themselves a lot with guns in the USA. You know what? I'd be willing to bet that you're right. I think you're right. I think the proliferation of guns in the U.S. has led to an increase in the shootings of guns. Haha, I'm not sick, so I stay home. Oh, mister, you keep the hollows. Oh, yeah, you said that. Let me take those hollows, baby. All right. And I tell you what, this is not enough hollows to turn into one spot in the little break. But let's give it out anyways. Let's get that break going. Can you stop talking about this? Not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying. Says baby doll. Hey, what's up, baby doll? What's your opinion on the subject, baby doll? Here we are. Ooh, Slitherwing. This is gonna say Mark J. Valerian. I say we talk about it twice as much now. All right, ready? In Florida, it's the same. You can get a gun in 20 minutes. Carry the mayor's now trying to have open carry. He's crazy. It is. Well, maybe that's the thing about gun rights. It's like everyone ends up with those guns, and then that includes some crazy people. I would never go out and play with dice. I'll let my kids too much to play with dice. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You ready? What was she doing there, though? Was she just pulling out of her driveway, or was she going there to, you know, try to block them? You know what's interesting? She's actually from Missouri. She's from Kansas City, the lady. She's a Kansas Citian. She even, if you look at her license plate in the video, it's a Missouri license plate. So she's from here. I think ice has different meaning than ice cream. I think it does. All right, guys, Slitherwing's going off. Slitherwing has been the latest trade break. Probably harder to get dry ice than a gun. Give me a number. Guns are really fun in a controlled environment, but too many people have access to them and are idiots with them. Yeah, I don't disagree. There's a lot of dumb people with guns for sure. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. There it goes. And boom! CS Man taking home Slitherwing. Ta-da! All right. That's not a surprise. He had like 4 spots in there. Okay, I don't think Tammy's here, so I'm going to go ahead and link this. Give me a second. You drew a hamburger on Pikachu, Mike side. I didn't notice that before. That's great. We have 1 person in that Pikachu break. All right, let's see. Let's see. Tammy. Where is, here it is, breaks history. Sorry, so hard for me to find the channel sometimes. We're going to say trade break went off, CS Man. She was following them from what I saw, says Mr. PDX. Oh, okay. I did not know that part. Ivan Chiquilo's here. What's up, Mr. Ivan? How's it going? 2 Mega Dreams. I have a bag. All right, you got it. 2 of these. Did you already sell your Blaziken poker cards? So I have a Blaziken, Mega Blaziken poker card, PSA 10. It's currently on eBay. I can pull it down if you want, but it's it will have to be shipped back to me as well. Let me see if I can find it, okay? Should be in here. Because if I pull it down and ship it here, that would be a little bit better, but it would take a little while. So you just tell me if you're interested. What the hell? I tried to type in Blaziken and it auto-corrected to black. That's right. He's from Africa. You had a 9 too, right? Oh, did I? I don't remember that. If I do, it's likely in those channels, the 9 channel. So here it is. We have a Blaziken for, I think it's $650. Blaziken, Mega Blaziken. And he is population 7. Pop 7. Pop 7 Blaziken. Mister, did you forget my order? Said Jason Edwards. I thought we did your order first. Hold on, let me look. I thought you went first. Jason Edwards, order. Oh, I did forget your order. You had a huge one. You had a huge order, and I delayed it because it was huge. All right, guys. Jason Edwards' turn. Sorry about that, Jason. Let's take care of Jason, everybody. Jason, that's one of our new things. Is if you do one of those specialty kind of orders where it's like one of each, we let the other person go first. But you're right. I then forgot about you, so I apologize for that. So let me put your order together. It's going to take a second. All right, guys. We got a big spaghetti noodle order. We gotta have a term for it, a jumbo order maybe. Time to start putting it together. Hold on there, Mr. Ivan. It's not your turn yet. Somebody was ahead of you. Ancient Roar, Future Flash, Cyber Judge, Snow Hazard, Crimson Haze. Here's a Crimson Haze. Scarlet EX. Mega Symphonia, Battle Partners. Here's Snow Hazard. Mega Brave, Glory of Team Rocket, Inferno X, White Flare, Black Bolt. All right, just give me a moment. So these take a while to put together, and so one of the rules is if you order this way, you go last. Here's Mega Symphonia, here's Mega Brave. Here's... This should be Future Flash. Wasn't that in here, Future Flash? Future Flash. Here's Triplet Beat. Did you order a Triplet Beat? No Triplet Beat? All right, no Triplet Beat. That is the Lugia set. Let me put this here. Oops. No problem, no rush. Just want to remind you. All right, so here is Electric Breaker. Was that in this? No, it doesn't look like it. Here's another Snow Hazard. So we got 2 locations for Snow Hazard. Here's Battle Partner. Okay. That's Kirby music, man. You guys like Kirby music at all? Very noisy. Here's the Rocket, Glory of Team Sprocket. And some vintage packs. I got vintage packs in here. Why do I have a bunch of vintage packs in here? What am I supposed to be doing with that? I got a bunch of vintage packs in that box. I don't know why. Terror Festival. Yeah, you do have 1 Terror Festival. Chinese Gem Pack 3. Oh, there was a White Flare and a Black Bull. I got to go back to another one. Here's a Gem 2. Here's 151, which you did not order. And it almost seems like we never found that Night Wanderer at all. So to me, that says we need a fresh box of Night Wanderer. Okay, here's one of these. Here's one of these. It's for the app, not the government. Do you pay taxes for Cash App, PayPal, etc., and then have to pay yearly taxes? Well, taxes are always to the government, and the answer is yes. I pay an enormous amount of taxes. It's really horrible. Taxes are crazy. It's not right. It's too much. Here's Ancient Roar. Here is a Heat Wave Arena. Was that in there? Yeah, Heat Wave Arena. Here's Journey. Here is a Cyber Judge. That was in there. And then here is Scarlet. All right. We got a little closer there. Let's take a quick look at this and see if it's everything. Hey, what's up? Senna Afsharo's out again. Is this TCC? Negative. This is Boruto. Night Wanderer, Ancient Roar, Future Flash, Cyber Judge, Snow Hazard, Crimson Haze, Scarlet, Mega Symphonia, Battle Partners, Mega Brave, Glory of Team Rocket, Inferno X is missing. Inferno X. Okay, where am I going to get Inferno X? Fresh box of Inferno X, maybe? Because I thought it was nearby. All right, let me get a fresh box of Inferno X, maybe. Okay. What's your opinion on the new set? Which new set? The one that's about to be released in English, Ascended Heroes? It's a good set. It'll do well. There you go. Yeah, it's a good set. All right. Ship it from where? This is the home shopping network for Pokemon. Sort of. That's a big thing nowadays, isn't it? Buying cards from home. participating in breaks. Did you guys see any cool breaks on the table? What's your favorite break? What's your least favorite break on the table? Tell me what break you guys like the least. I'd love to hear it. You guys have seen some of the breaks. Are there any breaks you saw and you said, no way? There we go. Very good. All right, so Inferno X is in there now. Heat Wave, White Flare, Black Bolt, Terror Festival, Gem Pack Volume 3. Okay, I think we finally got it all. That's it. Okay, so this is like a jumbo order. Where would I go looking for your slab 9s? Well, you'd head right over to the Discord server, which we have a link to. There you go. So you can scan this QR code, just screenshot this screen. Okay, and then head over there. There's a channel in Discord called 9s and Lower. Go looking in there, okay? My college degree is paying off after 17 years. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mr. Dennis? Did you get something? New job? You should give Naruto another chance. The first few seasons are like that because it's the early days. The series gets more mature. Naruto! I'm going to be the 5th Hokage. Believe it! All right, let's see. Sasuke! I'm going to use my fire jutsu. All right, here we go. 1 pound of beef, 1 pound of milk, 1 pound of... Why is my light blinking? 1 pound of butter. Why is my light blinking? My light going to go out? Better not. Why is the table so yellow? All right. Squidward. Look at that face he's making. Oh, man. What a jerk. My college degree is finally paying off. You didn't even reach the tune-in exams. Oh, that's exactly where we were heading. We were heading toward that, I think. I swear I remember hearing about the exams. All right, here's Steelix. Here's this guy. Sasuke. Here's Donruss. Here's Chulu. Here's... Oh, look at that. All right, that's a hit. What did that come out of? Crimson Haze? What's that, Crimson Haze? Look at that. All right, not bad, not bad. Here's Black Bolt. Black Bolt handing out poo-poo. Here's Gem 3 and free medical insurance. Okay, you got a little stamped card. I got a job at a loaded tea packing plant as a maintenance mechanic making 35 plus all the loaded tea I want. Nice, dude. I'm glad to hear that for you. There you are. Good to hear that. Yeah, it's good to hear you guys get new jobs and stuff. We talk about the subject of being ambitious and going after good paying careers a lot. And I think that's so important. Here's Jolteon. And it sounds like you did that for yourself. I'm glad to hear that, man. Here's Scarlet. There was a guy who'd been reaching out to me in email, and he's been having some troubles. And that's kind of what I told him. I said, well, you got to lock in, bro. Don Dozo. Here's this guy twice. Okay. Here's Heatwave Arena. And here's Ancient Roar. And here's Black Booty Cheeks. Did Ice versus Mexicans game mode finally release on Call of Duty? Nah, come on, dude. All right, what we got? Here's Conkeldurr. Very nice. Ooh. Ooh, very nice. Would have started at 20, but because of my degrees and experience, I got 15 more. Did it really? Did you really? That's cool, man. You said, I'm actually really smart. Oh my God, I was watching this video last night on YouTube. It was like amazing, but it was like so annoying at the same time. And it was this video titled something like Toxic Alpha Males or something like that. And it was this... it was like this journalistic video that talked about several online influencers who are mega cringe. We are. Very nice. And I can't remember all their names, but if I could show you who they were, you'd recognize them. And it was just amazingly cringy, because what the video does is it puts together all of the dumbest things they ever said and all the dumbest behaviors and, you know, like the investigations into their claims about how alpha they are, and it turned out a lot of it was fake and lies. And, you know, like the rented mansions, the rented sports car, the rented girlfriends, you know, it turns out they're just, you know, escorts. They're not even dating. It was pretty amazing. And, of course, Liver King was there. Liver is king. That was for Jason Edwards. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate it. But I was watching that, and it was so amazing. It was so entertaining. But it was so ridiculous. You know, it was really ridiculous to watch. And as you watch the video, you begin to get this sense that, oh my gosh, these guys all have something in common. They're all super buff, and they're all mega obsessed with the way people see them. They're mega obsessed with image. There's guys out there who have an absolute obsession with being seen as like the strongest, the toughest. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Rent a Girlfriend. I've seen that, mister. You've seen Rent a Girlfriend? But actually, by the end of the show, by the end of the video, I'd come to another conclusion that I thought was really interesting. A lot of these guys were unusually short. Like Liver King's not a tall guy. He's actually really short. So it almost feels like these guys, they felt insecure or something like that. And then they sort of became gym bros as a result. And then they became influencers after that. And it's just all downhill from there. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow, now the screen is like a nice blue color. What is going on? That happens every time. You know what they say about a room full of EVs? They pre-tran. Let me see if I can find the video, because it was so enjoyable. I want to show it to you guys to basically, I want to be able to share it with you because it was so funny. History. Hold on. I know it's in here. It says, according to this, we've been listening to a lot of Kirby music. Where is it? Here it is. It's called The Pathetic Life of Internet Alpha Males. Here it is in my history. This one right here. The Pathetic Life of an Internet Alpha Male. It's extremely funny. I highly recommend giving that a watch. You know, you got to sit down, take a poop, or you got to have dinner. Well, 48 minutes is a long poop, but you're going to go have dinner, you want to watch a video to watch, go watch that one. It's extremely entertaining. It will change your life. All right. Ivan Jaquilo, thank you for your epic patience. Sorry about that. We had a big order to service with Mr. Jason Edwards. Ivan Jaquilo, it's Beta. Hey, Mr. Hope you're well. What's up off the grid? How's it going? Mr. is rarely off when he makes a market guess. Mike's side. I was watching a video about how your past, present, and future self moments is all happening and living at the same time. You're watching yeah, well, I do make easy predictions. Like, I think the Pokemon cards will go up. And then that happens. So, you know, when that kind of thing happens, you get to look kind of smart for a minute until you make some stupid mistake. I don't know. My mistake, not eating enough government cheese, government milk, and government butter. What is that noise? This is Kirby. All game voice clips. Ew, get me out of that. All right. Here's Cliffa. All right, Clefairy and Spiritomb. Very nice. I think the Pokemon card market will go up. He's a genius. No, but it's a very lucky guess because I really did hold on to most of my cards, and I'm glad it worked out that way, because if it had worked out the other way, if the cards went way down in price, that would have sucked. All right. You know what they say about a room full of EVs? Mr's really off. Mr. Hope you're well. How's it going, Bridget? All right. Bridget. Ooh. Ivan with the knife. Just following orders doesn't hold up in court. Hey, what's up, Mr. Andy Man? You talking about that Minnesota car shooting? Yeah. We were talking about it just briefly a minute ago, and then we got into like guns or something like that. Yeah, it's that is the subject of the day, isn't it? The other subject we've been talking about lightly, the government released the new food pyramid. That's by Government Cheese Joke. They released a new food pyramid for Americans to eat by, and it lists cheese at the top. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a pizza party tonight. There you go. Not a politician pizza party. That's a different thing. All right. Pizza party at my place. Hey guys, pizza party. I've got the kids. Let's see, Ivan Jaquilo. I can't believe that ended up being somewhat accurate. There you go. Remember Pizzagate? So, oh, man. Brooklyn. Cubone Break still active? Yes, sir. Cubone Break is still ready to go. I know we're approaching Friday. Friday sometimes is a big day. There we go. Pizzagate. Yeah, when Pizzagate came out, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Pizzagate, that was when there were like these QAnon Donald Trump followers who were like, the politicians are having sex with all the kids. So there was this crazy cult belief conspiracy that the upper echelons of politicians are doing it with kids, and that they would talk to each other in emails and talk about pizza parties when they were actually hooking up for sex. That was the conspiracy, I guess. It was a QAnon conspiracy, if you can remember QAnon. And after Epstein's Island, I feel like it's a little bit true. You know, Bill Gates, Kevin Spacey, and Michael Jackson walk onto an island. That's the beginning of a good joke, right? Like, I don't know. It's not flattering anyways. When those Epstein files came out and you saw all the pictures, like the dental office with the masks on the wall, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know how to feel about it anymore. That's yucky stuff. And even if a politician or a billionaire was not participating in that, they definitely knew that somebody was participating in it, so that they're kind of guilty by association or just by not talking about it. Here's Aaron Rodriguez, 6 English Phantasmal Flames for Ghost of the Past. You got it, Mr. Aaron Rodriguez. How's it going, man? Yeah, so, Pizzagate probably is not exactly the way that they described that it would be. And maybe all that conversation about pizza was just them talking about pizza, although it sounds very suspicious. But the funny thing is, there was actually a group of high-profile people abusing children sexually. So it's like, it's somewhat accurate. That's what's so crazy about it. There we go, Aaron Rodriguez. What we got? 4 Ghosts of the Past. What a world, right? Oh, what a world. Boom, Ghost from the Past. Is the Island Boys called that because they from J.E. Island? No, they're from Vecna Island. And they got the tentacle, boy. I'm Vecna, I need to give you my tentacles. You're just a weak little gay boy. All right, we'll snip this. I hear the secret episode of Stranger Things is coming out any second, guys. Hey, what's up, Mr. Irvin Arroyo? How's it going, man? It's Mr. Irvin Arroyo. I don't think I've seen you in a little while. I used to basically survive off cheese. This is a win for me. Yeah, I still like cheese. I keep a little block of Parmesan cheese in the fridge, but I probably shouldn't. All right. They pretty much confirmed it with the Nickelodeon scandal. Oh, my God. All right. Place this over here. I get paid Friday. I can't wait to see what it's like. Nice, dude. You're making that sound real good, Mr. Dennis. Just been lurking, Mifta. Have we ever seen these levels of copium from a fandom before? You talking about Stranger Things? All right, you ready? It was good. It was good. It was actually really good. It was so good. No, wait, you don't understand. It's all about me now. All right, look at this. We're going to start out with your Ghost of the Past. We're looking for Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl and Ghost Rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. And they sell for thousands of dollars if you pull them in a grade 10, but that's a long shot. Code. You guys want me to start adding Yu-Gi-Oh! Back onto the menu? You know, Ghost of the Past is a consistent seller for a very long time. Seems like if you just get the right Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets, you do fine. Okay. I'm a island boy. So the Island Boys kissed each other? I don't know about that, man. All right. Let's leave this. Ta-da! I heard that they got arrested recently. Is that true? There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 packs of Phantasmal Flames. Aaron Rodriguez. By the way, if you didn't know, this was a $100 order. Ooh, we need to pick out a new trade slab, too. You guys want a new trade slab? Because I'm an island boy. That's right. Oh, my gosh. Snipping this. Very good. All right. But they had a chance to go pretty mainstream at the beginning when their cute little TikTok song came out. They had a lot of fun attention on themselves. And it seemed like for a minute, maybe they would have a successful career in music or something, but they never really transformed it into that. You know, they just did like cameos and stuff. Yeah, I think they fumbled the bag, the pokey bag. What do you guys think? You think they fumbled? Here's a little Charmander. Char. Get out of here, Charmander. You're not strong enough. Here's Yamper, Dawn, Flygon. So buying from Discord list, how would it work? Sorry for all the questions. Just haven't bought anything yet. Just watch the videos mostly. Hey, so now you're asking the real question. How do I buy some cards? There's two ways. You can go to the description of the live stream where you'll find links to PayPal, ZELLE, Cash App, Venmo, crypto. You would just pick the one you like to use and send me the correct amount of money and tell me what you got, right? Like there's a way to leave a message usually. Now, the other option is the new website. We have a new website, and we link the website in the live chat every day. So you can just click on that and then head on over to the option for custom payment. There's an option that you can click on called custom payment, like you were buying a product called custom payment. So just click on that. And once again, send the right amount for that slab and tell me what the slab is. Tell me where you got it from, too. You can be like, it came out of Discord, you know, so give me some hints on where to go looking for it because I got like 1 million slabs around me, so I got to go hunting for it a bit. And that's it. So you would either send through the website or the old school way where you just send directly to my, I guess, my payment accounts. Here's a Mega Heracross. Damn, bro, he's horny. He's got some horns. Hello, my love. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Russ? How's life going for you, Mr. Russ? Here's Racy Ram. Let's see. Gosh, that song was terrible. It hurt my ears when I had my earphones listening to it. I'm an island boy. I sent for the Cubone. Such a good card, in my opinion, says Dom Sticks. It is, and it's a not only is it a good card, it's an exclusive artwork. All right, here we go. Vampire Sorcerer, Despian Comedy, Mega Heracross. Aaron Rodriguez just had a pretty tough round. We're going to have to give him some government cheese. All right, let's grab you a government cheese real fast. I just pulled the first one. You get Kakuna. Man, that's still so bad. Let me get you another one, man. Oh, that's cute. How about, here, let me try to pick through them a little bit. Just got up for the night shift. Oi, I'm in the night shift. All right, Venusaur it is. All right, Blastoise it is. I don't know if I can give you Venusaur or Blastoise. That's like too nice, isn't it? Krabby, he's kind of cute. Victini's kind of cute. Wailmer, perfect. I'm giving you Wailmer because, yes, those pants do make you look fat. There we go. Oh, yeah. See how they're in these weird sleeves? What I was gonna do, I was going to host randomly pulled poker cards, and we would put them in gym sleeves, so when I was randomly pulling them, I also could not see what deck it was. Isn't that clever? Would you guys like to see that come back? We used to have that as a product, but then, I don't know, nobody was buying it, and I'm like, I don't even want to sell it. Didn't make any sense to sell. And shipping cost, question mark? Oh, yes. So shipping is normally $9. But I tell you what, if you're just buying the one slab, you can do $5, okay? That's if you want to buy just the one slab and it's your first time buying, we'll do $5 for you. If you want to add anything, though, you can. You can start to build up a bag. You can do whatever you want over here. Aaron Rodriguez with the double A. Sorry about that. Yeah, shipping's a thing, isn't it? People actually ship. Whoa, Aaron Rodriguez with all these cards? I don't know about that, Mr. Aaron. That's too many cards. So you reached a point where we started loading these on the side of the box. That's pretty full. Ugh. Wait, move this over here. Ugh. This is all Aaron Rodriguez? Yes, good. Good. Aaron Rodriguez, I heard you wanted to ship out. That's what the little bird on my shoulder told me. I heard you wanted me to ship these bad boys out, boy. Oh, Uda? No, that's Yamato. Hey, how much is grading? Says Joey Bricks. Joey Bricks, grading is $30 with tag if you'd like me to send it to tag. If you want me to send it with PSA, it's $40. And now we have Miss Bridget. Are you able to see my last message, or is it hiding it? Okay, hold on. Let me look. I used to survive off of cheese. What they did, they need 57 pizzas. That's it. Your last message was the pizzas. Oh my gosh, are they hiding it when you tell me to do something? Bridget, they're trying to keep us apart. There it is. They don't believe in our Pokemon relationship. They are. Put this over here. Fran Rodriguez, how much you charge me to clean my bag out? Now, when you say clean, what do you want me to do? You want me to remove some cards? So if you'd like to do a big bag sort and you want to remove a bunch of cards, you got 2 big boxes of bags. And what we could do is we could do it when it's a little bit slow and maybe like $10 maybe. How about that? All right, we'll do a big bag sort for you. It'll actually be a service where you get to see what you have. We'll show you your best pulls. We'll organize them. $10, but you got to wait till it's a little bit slow, which it might be slow pretty soon, actually. One of the good things about the morning stream, if you guys didn't know this, during the morning stream, this is the elastic stream, meaning it can keep going if you guys want to keep ordering. The evening stream is not elastic. It really has to end at 7:30. It's supposed to end at 7, but, you know, we seem to get really good orders in that last half hour. But the morning stream can just keep going and going and going. You could make the morning stream last to the beginning of the evening stream. You could do that. Sounds good, mister. I'll come back in a bit for that service. I think I'm going to grade my Mewtwo SIR I pulled. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Grading a card is one of the best ways to build a nice collection. All right, let's see. So we do have an order from $9 USDC. Is that shipping? That looks like shipping to me. That's got to be shipping from Miss Bridget. Just sent USDC for Koga's Ditto. Oh, okay. You have a Koga's Ditto up here. Is that what it is? Hold on, let's see. Wow, that's so weird that you have to type that way. Okay, so let's see. Aha, Ditto. So you sent $9. You have 134, which is what, 125. There we go. Boom. All right, you're updated. 125 remains. Thank you so much. That's Miss Bridget paying off Koga's Ditto. Okay, let's check the website real fast. Mr. Dominic! Oh, Dominic, you should have... He says he wants the $40 Cubone break spot. So I was going to say, this Cubone did not have the explosive response I thought it would. When I added it to the table, I thought that people would jump into it a little faster. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make him a little more attractive. Let's make him $40, 1 in 10, and there's still a star spot. Okay, so he's now 1 spot cheaper. He's $40 cheaper, essentially. And this is for Dominic Perry. Mr. Dominic, thank you, man. So it's a lot like saying you have a 1 in 9 odds for the Cubone, and then 1 extra guy will get the star spot. That's kind of like what it is. If you get the star spot, you'll be moved over to Charizard. No law, slide away. I think I want to grade my Mewtwo SAR. How many spots left in the jumbo card? Yes, we can show that off. For those of you who are fans of oversized Pokemon cards, we have one breaking right now. It's this bad boy. 4 spots remain on Mewtwo. That's right. We're heading into Friday, by the way. Friday is tomorrow, and it's a big deal. When Friday hits, we tend to sell a lot of cards. So we're heading into Friday. A lot of breaks tend to move on Friday. Hey, mister, do you still sell bulk cards? My kids still play with the ones I acquired from you. Hey, what's up, Mr. Sanchez? We do, but it's like a pricey $55 a box these days, and I have a queue of them to make. I have to make like 10 more boxes for a guy who already bought a bunch. I can maybe let you cut the line if you want. Yeah, there's this guy who buys like 20 boxes of bulk at a time, and I don't know. I don't know what he does with them. Okay, what do we got next, huh? What do we got next? I don't see any slabs on the floor next to me. That's nice. Did you guys know this is a break right here, Darkness of Balls? What are all these slabs over here? Tons of slabs, hundreds of slabs. There's a ton of slabs over here. These just look like unsold slabs, that's all. Okay, let me set this here in a pile. And what about this pile? What is this? These all meant to be giveaways? We've done it, guys. We made it through all of our tag slabs. I think we're ready to just set these here. So I've got a couple cheaper slabs that should have been priced, but I set them to the side in this box, and I shouldn't have done that. Here's the Ancient Origins box break. Join that for $230 per pack. It's a big deal. It's not a small thing. Okay. What's this? Giveaway. I don't think so. Looks like that was a slab I was going to give away a long time ago. Are these Korean? Where do I put these? Do I have an open box of them? All right, let me put these here. Wow, whole stack of slabs here. They like tipped over into this box. All right. Now's a good time to start pricing these up because we actually ran out of our other slabs. Is that Hello Kitty? Anything else back here? What else we got back here? Oh, look at this. Huh. Remember 500 tag slabs a month? Yeah, I definitely slowed down on that. Number. However, interestingly enough, we are currently out of fresh slabs to price. So we're good. We got the green light to do more submissions, basically, that means. So we can increase our output. All right, very nice. Yo, mister, did you fully read and service my PayPal order from way before? So I gave you the slab you were asking. I don't think I did read every word of it. Let me go in and, was there like a second part to the order? Is that why you're saying that? Let me go look it up. My bad, dude. You know, we discussed it beforehand, and I just assumed that's what it was for, didn't I? So, let's see. When was that? Boop, boop, ba-doo. Here it is. Your order says... Oh, you bought Miss Alexandra a shuffle? Is she still here? Miss Alexandra, Mr. NHCC bought your shuffle. I did not read that, NHCC. I'm so sorry, dude. Here we go. I should have read it. I just assumed that it was just for the slab. I saw the payment, and I said, oh, that's the slab. All right. Yes, I'm here. This is a gift from Mr. NHCC. 1, 2, 3. He's the guy who bought that slab, the one earlier. Okay, you ready? Ah, it's a fair seat. Okay, but it's the thought that counts. A very nice donation from Mr. NHCC to you. All right. Very nice, very nice. I like that. That was smart of you, Mr. NHCC. Okay, so we're jumping to the forward, to the front of the line. And we have Joseph Valenti, 1 box of Mega Dream. You got it, man. Who wants to see a whole box of Mega Dream get open? Hey, wait. Before we open that Mega Dream box, who wants to see this finally get open? Did you guys stick around for this? I know you did. All right, so this is our box of Series 2. It's actually in the thumbnail, and I never opened it in front of your eyes. I'm just now noticing it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Scooby-be-doo-be-doo. Whoa, how sexy is that? Whoa. So these are going to be sold for like $200 a pack. It's really expensive, way overpriced, but I just don't want to sell them. That's what's going on, okay? So, and I might not sell them. I might just put these away, actually. I might just put these away. Seems like I'd be better off just putting these away. All right, we're testing the quality. Oh, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I either got a hollow one of these or a hollow one of these. What is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be the checklist. Oh, no, neither? Wait, there was no hollow in here. No! I've been gypped. All right, this pack, in fact, did not have a hollow, but you got to admit this checklist card's pretty good. What is this music? This music's going really fast. I must have gotten a error pack. Look, there's 2 Shelders. That makes me instantly sussy. 2 error packs. Minus $200. Yeah, that's the name of the game. But when you open up Pokemons, Let's try that again, everybody. I'm sure that won't happen twice. Send some packs to grade. I think I might. These are those unique long crimp packs, right? Okay. Try that again. You ready? Yeah, that was no good. That was a pack that appeared to have no holo. I'm going to have to contact Pokemon and ask for my money back. Now you're talking. There we go. Look at that. Haha. All that for wheezing. Yeah, opening up packs is pretty tough, everybody. It's definitely not open pack, instantly make money, is it? It's all, ooh. Oh! Okay, that helps. Little non-holo Gengar. That's going to help. Beautiful. All right, and we have Blue Blizzard. There's another checklist. Not complaining about that either. Rule of 3, mister. We are. Ooh. You guys just want to see all the packs get open. I know how you guys are feeling. All right, here's Slow Bro. Hey, what's up, bro? One more for the clip, mister. The clip! Here's Electric Shock Showdown. Meow, 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 meow. Double tap the screen to leave a like. Make it short with 3. Here's, you guys just want more and more and more. You're greedy. It is Shelter. This is the greed they speak about in the Bible. There we go. An Electric Shock Showdown. Yeah, but what if I pulled a holographic Gengar? It's like I'd be stealing it from somebody. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's pretty cool stuff, isn't it? I mean, here's a question I have for you guys. If they're in such good order, why am I selling it at all? Why don't I just grade it and open it myself? Doesn't that make, like, way more sense? You know? Doesn't that make more sense? Then you're up, mister. Then slab it and put it on the table. Unlimited power! All right, let's put these into a little holder. We're going to get ready to send those off to grade. Doopy 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 doo. So a little blue label. All right. This is like crack cocaine. Just one more hit, man. You got any more of that? Hey, you got any more of them Pokemons? No, we got to take care of Mr. Joseph Valenti. We got to get him a Mega Dween box. As they say, great minds think alike. Mister's very fun. Oh, thank you, PDX. PDX said I'm very fun. All right, there's that. Oh, yeah. Get me a good box, please. I hope it's a good box. It's going to be a box. We'll find out, okay? Speaking of, I might have to restock Mega Dream, man. It's still selling. People love Mega Dream. A whole box of Mega Dream. You see how this looks. Whoa. Don't do that. All right. Woo! I love it. I've opened 10 boxes of this one. You like Mega Dream a lot? It's a good set. Scoopy doopy 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 buzz. Do we not? Hit me in a score. Would love to see your collection. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, Joseph Valenti. Going deep. This is a $140 order. Oops, sneaking on all this. Good. All right. So what do we got going on over here? We've got number 1, Electros, Mega Electros. Okay. Sister Shock. Here's a Pokeball, which could actually be the hit in the box. So this could be a bad situation if we don't know yet, though. Boop. I just hit on Pokemon Center perfect order. What are your thoughts on the set based on what's been confirmed so far? You're talking about the new set. It seems to be pretty popular. All right, that'll be your SAR. You got the girl, the Steamer. She's a Steamer. Here's a Dark Doug Trio. Dark Doug Trio used Dig or something like that. There it is. Doug Trio would be a bad guy. He seems like a bad guy type of Pokemon. Scalper's on One Piece now. I think One Piece is doing really well. I mean, you guys saw that video I made, right? Or was that on the other YouTube channel? I think it's on the other YouTube channel. You guys saw that video where I was talking about the One Piece manga selling for $20,000? Man, that's crazy. That is super crazy. They're talking about the March set, Perfect Order. Oh, there's a new set called Perfect Order? I didn't even hear about that. What? There we go. I've not seen Perfect Order. Here's Garchomp. Here's Ogre-Pon, Ogre-Pon, and Snorunt. Ooh. Kind of looks like Shrouded Fable. You look like Shrouded Fable. My mangas have mooned Aovic. Yeah, actually, I'm sitting on just one manga, but I'm wondering if that went up too. All right, check that out. Wow. Whoa. Joseph, thank you so much. It's not a bad box, actually, with the SAR being not just a Pokeball. Okay. It does give Shrouded Fable vibes. I was getting the TR and SP cards. There we go. Set this here. All right. Scalpers will be back. Get what we can in the meantime. What? The scalping. Thank you, Joseph. The Lego Luffy I bought 5 for $250. Just sold one for $130. There we go. Very nice. Let's rotate. What do we got? We've got Gyarados. We've got Moltres. Oops. What is this? Oh, it's the bounty. Get in that bounty. Speaking of getting in the bounty, you're getting in this bounty. All right, Joseph Valente. I did get one of those Meowth promos. The bounty. What's the best place for me to put my information for an order? Well, I mean, I think the website provides you a way to do that. But if you're not using that, if you're buying direct and you need to send me your shipping address, you can always send it to TheCardconomist@gmail.com, okay? All right. I'll move this off to the side for the moment. What else did we get out of this? So these two guys... Slowbro is pretty cute. Wish I had a place to store these with like cards of the same type or something. Well, the website has a way to put it in then. If you're buying on the website, you have a way to provide your address. That's correct. Okay. And why don't we grab a couple of these? All right, 1, 2, 3. 1. And 2. And 3. I think that Pikachu Tops card is worth grading for the 2. For the 2. All right, there we go. Cool, huh? Checklists are always pretty fun. The Bounty. Here's Mew. Do you have a spot in the Bounty card yet? If you don't, try to pull a hit, and that'll get you in there. I can't tell if bounties really affected the channel very much. You know what I mean? Ooh, what is this? Oops. Just looking at some comments on the Feebay. Not Feebay, on YouTube's. All right, we'll put that away. Very nice. It could be good. It just depends on how much you get and your hits. It's a nice set, though. Lots of hits, a potential God pack. What? Let me have a sip of this. Time to sip. OB13 is a decent set for $7 a pack. The way bounties work on the other channels, people buy into the Waifu Shuffle's way and hope to pull an extravagant card. There we go. That sounds like a break to me. That just sounds like a break. All right, let's check the queue. Check number 1. Check number 2. Check number 3. There's no orders in the queue. So that gives us a chance to price up some fresh slabs. All right. Slab number 1. This Hello Kitty Blau Party card. Oh my, so itchy, dude. So here's a card you might not have thought of ever collecting. But, you know, it can be really nice for a friend, for a spouse, for a daughter, for a niece, for a cousin. It's a cute little Hello Kitty card, graded 9.5 by BGS. Really, what the hell am I pulling? Where are my thick sleeves? Here they are. So CGC only offers the black label 169.5. I think you meant BGS. Is that what you meant? There it goes. Oops. Yeah, I don't think CGC has a black label. Let's get this here. And this is going to be a real cheap Hello Kitty card. Just $25. A steal. That's actually a great price. Check this out, by the way. Here's a break you have not considered jumping in yet, but you should. It's called the Binder Break. And it's made out of a whole bunch of ungraded cards. You might be able to easily make your money back if you happen to pull it. It's $40 to buy in. And I have to put together at least $240 in value. So you do the math on all these cards. Kara Costa from Sun and Moon. Some baseball cards in here. First edition Vermilion City. Some poker cards in here. Glaceon, Torchic. This hot lady. Nice. Onyx. Persian. Tentacruel. C3PO. Kyle Gray. Get Out of Town. So Beautiful. Sunny Shore Resort. Caterpie. Poliwag. Ponyta. Beedrill. Zernias. Victini. Empoleon. Burmy. So there we go. I should probably keep adding cards to it until somebody goes, all right, I got to jump into that. It's too nice. Find tops for trade. Worth asking. You said something. You said trade. We got to get a new trade slab, don't we? The other one sold. This would be a cute trade slab, wouldn't it? I don't know. People would... That's a cute trade slab, too, actually. The Fennekin. Well, let me check the floor next to me, because we just pulled some slabs forward. Let me look for another trade slab. Yeah, how about this one? This could be the next trade slab. All right, so the next trade slab shall be this Fanpea. And this Phanpy is basically Call of Legends Vintage Phanpy. And it's just a cute little card. It only graded 9, though. All right, and that's what we tend to choose for the trade slabs. Just cute little things. There we go. I think $5 is a really good round number for the standard trade-in value. $5, 1 in 4. So he's actually priced at just $20, which, by the way, means you can buy him out for $20. You also don't have to trade for him. You could purchase a spot in the break for $5. That's always allowed. That's the new trade slab, just a goofy little thing. Trade slabs are always like this. They're never really meant to be Charizard. They're just always going to be a goofy little thing. All right. Oh, my eyes so itchy. I get so many itchy eyes now. I think it's all cat allergies. Lunch break LFG. All right, the queue is empty. If you're wanting to place any more orders, here's your chance to do so. What's this? We've got, and by the way, what time is it? So it's like 10:40 p.m. in California, huh? So here is this Togepi. So this Togepi is a Karuta Togepi, but it's got Vulpix for the title. I remember this now. I don't know what to do with that. I think that needed to be corrected. Then we've got this nice card. This is a Glaceon Eevee Heroes, except it is Korean. Yep. Bro's being so silly. Who's being silly? All right, give me a second. Mister, there was a 30,000 Pokemon card barber in California. Card barber? He means break-in. And it was 300,000, wasn't it? Yeah. Guess they should have had more security. Yeah, I heard like their alarms go off. I'm kind of glad I don't run a traditional card shop where, you know, you have to leave it closed for a while and be away from it. I'm home on top of my cards all day long. All right. We got lots of security, lots of tricks. And I live with my cards. So, and plus we live in the middle of nowhere. It's nice. I don't know if you caught it. I also told you my first question on the stream was also by the Smoker Slab. It's funny now when I think about it. All right, let's see. So we're looking at this card, and it looks to be about $100. It's a little bit over 100 actually. This bad boy right here, Glaceon, is about 100. I think we're going to place Glaceon. It can either go up on the table, or it can enter one of the break boxes. I'll put it for sale on the table up first. Give you guys a chance for a cute little card here. A cute little Nami. 105. Okay. Here's a card that we still have, huh? What to do with this? Charizard 7. Hey, what's up, Rip and Flip? How's it going, man? All right, so a Charizard 7 would go for about $220 normally. 220, huh? There we go. And nah, I don't think we're going to do anything like that. Let me put this back. All right, we'll just put on 200. We'll make it a 190. Ours is going to be cheaper. Did you see the new set, Perfect Order? I did not. I heard a couple people mention it now. Let's go take a look at Perfect Order, shall we? All right. Probably going to be on Poke Beach, right? Poke Beach. Okay, just got my order process. Hopefully it worked. Sounds like it worked. Wait, what's this? Pokey Beach. Oh, what the hell? You search Pokey Beach and you get a link for TCG Player. I don't like that. Perfect order product lineup revealed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys mentioned Shrouded Fable. The box looks just like Shrouded Fable. Somehow. So, do we know what's in it? Is it going to be like a Mega Zygarde or something like that? All right. Cool. Here's Tyrant. Is Tyrant in the set? Ugh. Man, what is this music? This music's terrible. I'm going to close this now. It has your favorite Mr. Mega Clefairy. What? All right, let's see what we got over here then. William Wafter placed an order. He says, slab away. This should give me the halfway paid, giving me 3 more months. Sounds good to me. William Wafter. Okay. So you sent in how much again? 145. So it's going to be 337. 373 minus 145, which is 228. Boom. All right, all good to go. Wow, that Ninjask is probably definitely underpriced. And here's, let me hit refresh. How long does shipping take considering how many orders you have? Well, shipping will probably be done on Friday, which is tomorrow. It's not really the speed of the shipping. It's more like what days do we ship on. So we'll be shipping on Friday. Mr. Casey, he says, for the Mega Blaziken poker card and shipping. Let me go see if I can find that. Hopefully he's still there. All right, Mega Blaziken. Let's go hunting. Okay. That was you? Oh, couldn't have been. What are you talking about? All right. Let's see. It has the humanoid Starmie evolution. Here's another one you might be interested in, by the way. Here's the Swampert that goes with it, $65. Okay, you have a chance to add that in before we ship it out. Aha, Blaziken, like that. Very good. Why 7 on the 151? So it got a 7 because it has some sort of ink problem on the back of the card. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. He wouldn't tell me exactly when to say we will be getting it. I might get a case and send Mr. Box open on stream. What? What are you talking about? I talked to a guy that is in with Topps, and we're going to get a new Topps Pokemon set with maybe some numbered and 1-of-1 cards. What? Does his dad work for Microsoft? I'm just teasing. Oh, that's one of the cards we're trying to sell right now. Nice cards. Lots of nice cards. Tons of nice cards. Millions must have nice cards. Look at this. Look at that. That never sold. I should have listed that on eBay already. Should have listed that on eBay as soon as it came back. Dark Golduck, Rotom. Oops. Bulbasaur. Those are the 9s. You can go take a look at those. They're in our Discord server. Look at that. Okay. Cool. Numbered Pokemon cards. How many fights will we see? I don't know. That's a good question. So we found... Yes, we put it to the side. We found the Blaziken. Let's go ahead and mark him as sold. That's our next job. Blaziken. Looking. Oh, there was a Sceptile too. Cool. Ah, here he is. Blaziken sold. All right. We're going to mark him as sold. And Mr. Casey, he wanted shipping as well. All right, Mr. Casey. Okay, we're going to close this up. Let me open up my shipping software again. We're going to get it nice and refreshed here. Numbered Pokemon cards. It's all just cardboard. Why 7? He wouldn't tell me when we're getting it. Let's see. It has the humanoid Starmie evolution. I like that design, strangely enough. I think it's a very funny... I think doing that to Starmie it's very funny looking. Hard to describe it. It's not like Starmie was this Pokemon where I was lining up to buy it in the first place. Not a lot of Starmie fans out there, you know. So I think when you have a Pokemon where people aren't tripping over themselves to collect it and you do something really weird with it, you can kind of get away with that because you're not really upsetting anybody. All right. I'm just a collector of Torchic in the evolution line mainly and a few other random ones. Thinking about getting the Zara Administrator, just wondering why A7. I can show you again. Give me a moment. I'm just printing this gentleman's label out. Imagine what a black label 1 of 1 Zard would be worth. Good question. All right. Come on now. I believe you need collectibles insurance. Boy, this software sure does take its sweet freaking time on getting us a price on the label. It takes so long, dude. Like, it says here that it believes the price will be $4.54, right? But then it's got this other thing called the total cost, and it's still calculating it. It's just sitting here calculating it for 7 freaking years, bro. Does no one else use their software? I mean, they must have complaints. Yep, we're just sitting here, and it's just taking 25 years to find out what it's going to cost. Oh my gosh, it's going to recalculate. So I hit print, and then it said we have to format the label, and now it's recalculating. You just got to be kidding me, dude. Wow, this system's so bad. What is wrong with them? They probably want you to use the website. That's probably what it is. You know, they have a functioning website. They probably want to move it all over to the website. They don't want to use the software. But I like the software. The software is nice. It's nicer than the website. Thank you for your help with this. Sorry for all the questions and time it took for me to finally order something from you all. No problem, man. Now you know kind of how it works. And what you could have done, you could have bought that slab and left it over here, and then you could have bought the next one and the next one and the next one over time and had them all ship out together like a month later. That kind of stuff is possible here. Today, you just chose to ship it right away. So the Charizard, there is, of course, some interest in this Zard. He did get a 7. He's nice centering on the front, but when you flip him over, he has this going on the back. The corners look okay, but look, that's kind of an imperfect corner. Okay. I think the 7 is deserved. So I stand by that grade. I would hand the same grade out for it today. Okay, let me hit print on this. Fingerprints? I wish it was fingerprints. It seems to be some kind of ink, to be honest with you. I think it's an ink. All right, there we go. The label is printed for just this one card. Thank you very much. That's another slab sold today. That was a $65 slab. Oh, finally. Oh, nice, dude. Can you believe it? I believe PSA just checked in one of our orders. Oh, my gosh. I think I just got the email for that. Let me look. I should be able to see it here if it's checked in. Oh, my God, they did. Wow, that's crazy, dude. So here's an update on the grading. We have one that says it's in assembly, and I think that might be our September order. Let me look at it. Let's see if I can see what's in it. Do-do-do. Skoo-doo-be-doo-be-doo. Boo. boo 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 doo. Scooby Dooby Doo Doo. Whoa, it's raining cats and dogs out there, man. All right, here it is. Yes, this order has many CS Min cards in it, and it looks like it's primarily your guys' stuff. I only have some slabs in this order. So, big CS Min order. It's in assembly. It's probably going to be done in like another month. But here's what's crazy about the PSA orders. They just checked in. Which order is this? Okay, so I mailed them an order from November 11th. November 11th. That's when it officially went to them. It arrived on 11/15. I know because I looked it up. And they just checked in the 11/15 November order in like the first week of January. That's unbelievably slow. I can't believe how slow that is. Oh my God, dude. So that order that was shipped is called the October PSA order. They received it on November 15th because it was shipped a little later, and it is just now in their system. They waited 2 months to check it in. That's crazy. That is not good. Those turnaround times are not good. All right, Mister, do you think the size of the order makes a difference on how they grade? It could be anything. It could be anything. They just pick people and send them to work. You might get put in the back of the line if you're unlucky. I don't think they have the most, carefully organized system. I think they just grab people and start working. But I do think the size could have a role. Yeah, like if you have a submission and it's 10 cards, they go, let's get this 10 card order knocked out and get it out of here. Mark J. Valerian, may I do a bag sort and donate all the Hollow EX cards to you, says Mr. Mark. All right, Mr. Mark, let's get your stuff. Let's see. Is it worth getting the next tier up? I don't think so. I strongly would not recommend that. Now, what did he say? He wants all EX hollow cards up. That would be like Semi-Seer here. Zacian. So you can trade these in if you're not wanting them. That's a EX, Darkrai, Oricorio. Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend spending the extra money for the faster turnaround, except for one condition. You were racing to get cards that just came out to the market as fast as possible for like the flip, right? So let's say a brand new Pokemon cards set came out, and you knew that if you get your cards up on the market first, you're going to get a better price on them because of them being early. Then you might want to do a higher turnaround. But if these cards are meant to be for you and your collection, I always recommend going with the cheapest and slowest turnaround times, which is how I've been doing it for a long time. So here's a bunch of EXs. Here's Drayton. I don't think Drayton's very good, to be honest with you. Here's the spiky helmet. You got tons of EX cards. They're all over the place. All right, here's another stinky guy, Serrano. EX. EXs galore. Here's the fire starter, the Kindler. Let's see. Here's this stinky guy. Here's the Nisha Floodamane. That's Korean. This is just a Korean hollow, really. Do you want that? I've been buying a lot of 8s and 9s, trying to get a full set of Blaziken and start working on Torchic. I'm just glad I could find another card I haven't found anywhere else. Let me know if you want that PSA 10 version of the card. You're looking at an exceptionally rare Blaziken with that poker card, and he could be sold any minute now, okay? He's up there on the eBay marketplace, and eBay is everybody. So he could disappear at any moment. So if you need him, we have a way for you to pay him down over time, by the way. So you can take him and put him into our little slab away system and pay him down over time if you really want to. Yes. Tons of hollows. All right. I had to send pictures. So what you're seeing here, Mr. Mark, is that the truth is when you open up bags of cards, booster packs, Pokemon really does just give you a lot of valueless cards, and they kind of sneak this past you by trying to make them feel like they're somewhat valuable, but the truth is they're pretty much not, right? Like this Setatan might as well be a bulk card. Unless you're playing the game, unless you're like a professional bulk seller where it's like you got a whole system for selling bulk and you can do it so efficiently that you're making better than minimum wage per hour, most of these cards just don't have value. So it looks like after going through your bags, you have a pile that looks something like this. Now, Mr. Mark, if you would like, this is not like trading in hollows. These definitely have more value than hollows. These might have a value that's just a little bit more. Hollows are just kind of, they're the least valuable thing you can trade in. You are. Lots of this. So if you would like to, you can have the entire fan piece slab for that trade if you'd like. I just got out of school. It's like you're always live, says Nettie. Bullish on perfect order? I don't know what's in it. Let's see. What's in perfect order Pokemon? I don't know what's in it. Do they show everything that's in it? Let's see. Bring balance to the Pokemon. Sure, can I give the slab away if I do? You can do that, yeah. You can do that if you like. So the first step is I would take all these hollows and just dump them on this pile of hollows. The second step is we will put this into a bag. This kind of bag of cards is perfect for like stuffing the live customs or something with maybe like, I'll call this a junk bag. Okay. All right. It's pretty much what I would consider junk. And we'll call this the Mark card. Ooh. PSA don't grade from Germany, really? What? We're going to say Mark. So this is now the Mark giveaway. And we valued it at $20. So it's kind of like I bought your bulk stuff for 20 bucks. And then you turn that into a little Mark giveaway. Look at that, guys. Wow, what a nice group we have when we got guys like Mark giving away cards all the time. That's really cool, you man. Something, because taxes, they don't do it. Mister, that was the blue box on the thumbnail. What was the blue box on the thumbnail? It was this bad boy right here. Top Series 2 Vintage. Very good stuff. I opened up a pack of it and pulled a non-hollow Gengar. There's a hollow Gengar in the set somewhere. It's good stuff. I might just open it myself. All right. So, I cannot believe they just got to work on that PSA order. I'm happy, though. Like, now I can be like, whew, that's being worked on. All right. It does look like we're caught up once again. Let's see. What else do we got over here? We got this Gengar that got an 8.5. Oh, Gengar. Sweet, sweet Gengar. Here, let's use this sleeve with the giant sticker on it. This one shall be $8. Okay. Here's a Doug Trio, and he graded 6. Doug Trio 6. This was an abandoned slab. He shall be $15. He's a proper vintage card. Here's Adventure Time. And it's $18. Let's make it cheaper. Adventure Time shall now be $15. Yes, this is a 9.5 Adventure Time card for $15. Really, all three of these seem like they could make you a little bit of money. Okay, sometimes we got cards like this that we're basically giving away. It's not being given away. It costs money. All right, guys. Well, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes into the stream. I think I'm ready to wrap things up. I had a lot of fun with you guys in the daytime stream. I have a dinner or a lunch now where I eat a pound of government cheese, which we're told the new food pyramid, you must eat cheese. Cheese is at the top of the pyramid. You got to eat tons of cheese. How much for Charizard? 20 bucks. No, he costs more than that. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with you guys. We'll be back on for the evening stream, which should begin around probably 4:30 p.m. Central Time. I hope you guys will be there. That's pretty much 3.5 hours from now, so it's not that far away. I'll see you later. Don't forget to have butter. Cheese, butter, and milk. That is the government pyramid now, and it's upside down. All right, sent for Doug Trio. All right, we'll move this over here. See you later, everybody.